everybody, and welcome to show number
3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Can you believe we made it to show number 3?
We made it to 3. It's amazing.
I'm kind of shocked myself because I did never think we make it this far away. People talk about us.
Yes.
And now we'll get to that later in the comment corner, so we won't talk about that right now. So let's go ahead and get started with part 1. Let's get to our Raw and NXT results.
All right.
NXT, I mean, we can go ahead and do NXT real quick because it was nothing to really write home about.
It wasn't like the live special.
Right. But I do love that they cut out all the old ones. They taped 4 weeks, and Triple H said, nope, we're starting fresh.
Nice.
So they've done fresh, but the biggest thing was Bo Dallas saying he's going to get his rematch in 2 weeks. So that should be a big show when they have the title match in 2 weeks. No Sami Zayn, no. Alexander Rusev, he beat Xavier Woods, which you kind of figure that Tyler Breeze had a hand in that. So no Adam Rose, so no Rosebuds this week.
I guess they're kind of taking it easy on him just to kind of give us a little taste of it here and there.
The tag team champions beat 2 jobbers.
Because there's no other tag teams in the country.
There really isn't. The NXT Women's Champion Paige defeats Sasha Banks. So, but
I do like their little faction of women down there. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
BFFs
yes.
Big girls and all that. Yeah.
They pretty much are. They've got some great girls, and when they come up, they will help the Divas division. All women, which it should be. I guess it should be the women's division. But well, let's go ahead and start with Raw. We had Hogan come out and make a huge announcement for Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Now, the way he worded it, I think it's going to be every year from here on out. But you know how WWE is. They
change their minds.
They may start that, and then next year we won't have the Andre the Giant Memorial 30-man over-the-top Battle Royal.
Right.
Now
my question is, what are they fighting for? Are they fighting for just a trophy?
There's going to be a trophy,
trophy.
I
think it would be cool, since they do have the Money in the Bank and they don't have as many titles now, is that they use the Memorial Cup when you win it, that you have a championship shot. And they could do it as a way to have the IC or the US championship, where you ain't got to go for the big titles.
That's true.
You can go for the smaller titles.
I have read, rumor right now, you know how that goes. It may be for a shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So, but that's rumor right now, so we don't know.
The other rumor is they're trying to say that it's going to be on the pre-show.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
It's not going to make it look like it's a big deal.
It needs to be, maybe not start out. Well, it's going to have a lot of big names. Maybe they should start out. They did that WrestleMania 4.
And what about this?
5.
Are they going to, what are you talking about, with the NFL guys? And
no, that was 2. They had another one where Bret Hart turned good.
Okay.
When he beat up, because Bad News Brown and him were the last 2 people left.
Gotcha.
And they broke the trophy. I think it was 4. It was one of the one. It was either 4 or 5. But yeah, do they do that again?
Okay, with the short names they already have, I could see Cesaro being the star of the Battle Royal. But they're saying later on that Rusev is going to come in after WrestleMania. I think that would be a perfect spot to make him look monstrous, is have him win that thing. But are they going to have guys like RVD, Jericho, bigger names like that, surprise us? Maybe not win it, but surprise us and show up like a Royal Rumble.
They have 30. WrestleMania, this will be 30. WrestleMania 30.
They need some bigger names.
Why not have some people from the past be in the tournament?
Kind of like the gimmick Battle Royal, but better.
Yes. Piper wants to have a spot. There's a shot for Piper.
Exactly.
Let's get some people who's in shape. Let's don't get some people that don't need to be.
Right, not Iron Sheik.
No,
obviously.
No. If it's all current guys, that's fine too. Right. But I'd like to have a little old-timers put in there just for
celebrate 30
reasons.
years.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Our first match, they had John Cena. John Cena come out kissing Hogan's butt. He should have been wearing red and yellow as well, because the past and the present in the ring at the same time made me sick.
Right.
Because he is the Hulk Hogan now.
He is.
But he was in there and he threw his hat in the ring. I want to be in the Battle Royal.
Yeah,
and you're thinking, well, he wants to be in the Battle Royal. Well, might as well just give him the trophy now.
Right.
Let's don't have the match. But he said he's on his hat. Then Bray Wyatt comes out, and that changes it to where he challenges Bray Wyatt to a match where I will squash you at WrestleMania.
So basically, they tried to make the Battle Royal look bigger than what it was by saying that Cena wanted to be in it.
Oh, yes.
And then automatically take him right out of the match.
Yes, he took himself right out in the same segment.
Right.
We got Bray Wyatt's answer later that he does accept the challenge. So that match is on for WrestleMania 30. John Cena squashing Bray Wyatt.
We'll talk more about that at the WrestleMania special.
Oh, yes. Then our first match was John Cena scheduled to face Eric Rowan, which of course he beat. Eric
And you
Rowan.
can see this is what's going to happen. Yes. Cena's going to continue to beat Rowan and Harper all the way into WrestleMania,
oh, yes.
and then have Bray Wyatt.
And not pass the torch and lose to Bray Wyatt.
Exactly.
He will not lose to Bray Wyatt. He'll make it look good. He'll get beat up for 10 minutes, and then here we come. You can't see me, and down goes Bray.
Exactly.
I got a feeling about as soon as he's fixing to give the kiss from Sister Abigail, that's when Cena will hulk up and AA Bray, and that's all.
That's all she wrote. Yep.
We had the tag team champions. They defeated Backsoul. It's a little hard to say.
Yes. You talk about splitting up tag teams, and I know they don't need to be splitting up tag teams. Let's just go ahead and split them up, though. I mean, seriously, Ryback, I don't see much in him anymore.
No,
Curtis
nothing.
Axel, he's got potential, but they just don't use him the way they need to.
No, they dropped the ball from the beginning.
I mean, putting him with Paul Heyman was totally fine.
Yes.
But when they dropped him from Paul Heyman is where it all went downhill. And him losing the IC title and then not even trying to chase after the belt. Nothing.
No.
I guess I don't see anything in him anymore.
No, I don't. They don't. Not like they did with his father. So and we had that. We had Big E. He put his name into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and then he went on to beat Jack Swagger. So we had a little back and forth between them two. And when Swagger turned his attention to Cesaro, that's when he got rolled up and beat.
There you go.
Zeb had the two shake hands, and that's when Cesaro locked on a pretty handy handshake there.
Real tight, huh?
Yes, where Swagger was begging for mercy.
Nice.
And Zeb had to step in and break up the handshake. So we know who's going to have the upper hand in that match there.
Right.
So we had The Undertaker come out and address Paul Heyman, who stuck his nose in his business, and he was telling Undertaker to back out of the match to save the streak. Undertaker told Paul Heyman to go back to Brock Lesnar and tell him if he shows up, he will rest in peace. And we all know that.
We all know what's going to happen. Lesnar's going to lose.
And we may get Sting.
And we'll talk more about that later on.
Because they could surprise us. We could get a little taste of Sting at the end of that match.
We could, hey, even a Scorpion to come up on the screen. I'd be happy.
That's all.
I'd be happy.
Just a little taste. That's all you need. Have Undertaker have that look like.
Could it be a match a year in the making? Again? Just like The Rock? Because, I mean, obviously they're not going to be wrestling much between the years.
I don't think so. We had the Shield. They gained redemption against the Brotherhood. And we had the Bella Twins defeat AJ and Tamina. I mean, it looks like Nikki is going to be the new Divas champion.
See,
I think Naomi's hurt more than she's put on, so she's going to be out a little longer.
I don't know. See, the way it's looking to me for the Divas Championship at WrestleMania, and I'm not going to call it, but the way it's looking to me is AJ is going to defend it in what looks like an onslaught from the Total Divas. I think it's going to be maybe a Fatal 4-Way. I could see Natalya, and which Bella twin is the one looking good right now? Nikki, okay. Yes. I can see Nikki, I can see Natalya, and if Naomi is okay, she would be the third person of that group, and it would be the Total Divas against her, so they could have the storyline, well, she felt like she was outnumbered, and it was a 3-on-1 match.
Well, if we're having a Fatal 4 at WrestleMania, I'd much rather have a tag team Fatal 4-Way.
Well, of course, but... I mean,
but they may have more than 4. They could throw Eva Marie. They could throw all the divas and all the Total Divas in there.
And it may be a Fatal 4-Way Divas with a Lumberjill. You know they love doing that.
Oh yeah. Bathroom break is all it is. Yes. And she'll probably get punished for CM Punk. So
she may be losing a race.
I believe at WrestleMania her title will come to an end. We'll get to that later. And that's for the WrestleMania show.
Any of the 3 of them would be good to take the belt.
But the biggest thing that happened Monday Night on Raw was Occupy Raw.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan and the WWE gave everybody what they wanted.
Finally.
They finally gave us the match for Triple H. And if he wins, it's a big if because it's Triple H. He loves to bury people.
Yes.
If Daniel Bryan gets it, he goes into the main event.
Yes.
Which
will
save the main event, yes. Now, if he loses the main event, I don't want to be in the ring.
No, if I think honestly, if they're going to build it up the way they're building it up, I do believe he's going to beat Triple H.
They have to deliver
They
all
have to
the way.
deliver at least that part.
No.
Well,
They have to
hopefully
deliver
all the way. But I'm just saying, I know for a fact that they're at least going to deliver on that part. That Triple H is going to lose Daniel Bryan, or they wouldn't even bring that part up.
Right.
Then, when they go from there to the triple threat, if he loses in that triple threat, you thought trash was thrown when the NWO was created. You thought that people were going to hijack shows before. I could see people trying to storm the ring. I could see people being angry.
It could be ugly, yes.
I think he's going out.
They better not sell beer bottles at the show.
Right.
We had a vote on the app where you get to pick a match for Sheamus and Christian, and it turned out to be a Memphis street fight because they were in Memphis. Wow, big shocker there, and Sheamus defeated Christian. So this match, they don't need to wrestle anymore. This is enough for Sheamus and Christian.
They need
Move
to find
on
a new feud
to somebody else.
Because if they continue this on to WrestleMania, that's going to be the bathroom break.
Yeah, they need to put that on the pre-show.
Yeah, there you go.
We had the main event was Bryan and Big Show taking on Bautista and Randy Orton, with Bryan pinning Orton, the champion. Pin the Orton.
You're talking about that tag team of Fear the Beard and whatever it was? Yeah, the weird tag team name they got. I hope that's not a continuing on thing.
I know. Big Show hogging Daniel Bryan's spotlight.
Yes.
Well, let's go on to our next part. A new little thing. We got a DVD review.
Yes.
You watched the Shawn Michaels Mr. WrestleMania DVD.
I did. I have.
What it is?
I have the Shawn Michaels DVD, and I quite enjoyed it. I'm going to give you a little review, small, short review on it. It's just your normal Shawn Michaels DVD. But there was no comments from anybody. It was just Shawn Michaels in the whole DVD. It was kind of an intimate.
So nobody he wrestled didn't comment on that?
No.
It
was an intimate interview with him. They started him out in the hotel where they showed him on like an iPad, like basically every one of his matches that he's ever wrestled at WrestleMania. They let him go through those matches and kind of watch them. And then you got him talking about each individual match before the match started. So I liked it. I'm going to go onto a scale of 1 to 5 stars. Is how I'm going to do this. Okay?
1 being bad, 5 being
right, and
good.
0 would be please do not buy this DVD.
Oh, okay.
And we may get some of those.
Did it seem rushed?
Not really. I mean,
they put time into it, but they didn't put, because you said nobody he wrestled got to come. It just was Shawn Michaels.
It was just Shawn Michaels, but it made it a little more intimate. That it almost felt like you and Shawn were kind of sitting there talking to each other.
Okay.
He was giving details that I had never heard about from some of these matches, like where the name Mr. WrestleMania came from. Which
should be Undertaker, but
it should be, and that's kind of what I was thinking about. But that name came about when he faced Kurt Angle at their WrestleMania match. Okay. That was pretty neat because he said it was not written into a promo, which, hey, think about that, guys in WWE. Not written into a promo. He said that he just off the cuff said it, and it stuck, and it's been there ever since.
All right.
Okay? Now, I will say this. I enjoyed the fact that both of his Undertaker matches were on there, his Kurt Angle matches on there. Those are my favorites from him. Okay? The only issue I had with this, and this is why it's not getting 5 stars, I'll tell you right now, it's getting 4. Okay, it's getting 4 stars because they pretty much made it seem like this was every one of his WrestleMania matches.
Right.
Not to be true. They missed out on one WrestleMania match, and that was WrestleMania 20, when he faced Triple H and Chris Benoit in the Triple Threat title match, and they did not include it. But here's my gripe about this. Okay, now I know you have the WWE Network.
Yes.
And Chris Benoit matches are on it.
Yes.
There's a little clip right beforehand telling kind of an advisory telling you if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it, pretty much.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Why couldn't they have done that for the DVD? They did not put him in the DVD.
Well,
if it's okay for the network, why is it not okay for the DVD?
Well, on the network, let me tell you, anything new they do, any new shows, the countdown, anything like that, will not have Chris Benoit in it.
All the
old footage only. Anything new they do, they will not put him in it.
So he won't even be as a candidate for a countdown or anything?
No, he will not be a candidate for a countdown or nothing.
The way I look at it is, even though it's a new Shawn Michaels DVD, to me it's still old footage.
Yes, that's true.
So
they could put the advisory on the front of the DVD. And then you.
I felt like.
And if you don't want to watch it, you skip it.
Skip it, exactly. You have the power of the remote, just like on TV. You could have skipped it. And that's the only gripe I have about it. He had every WrestleMania match, and surprisingly, because I have not followed his entire career, he lost more than he won at WrestleMania, let me tell you.
Well, we'll get to that too with WrestleMania too. All right, well, let's get on down to our top 10 countdown this week. Fantastic finishing maneuvers.
All right.
Well, I'll give you the above and beyond, the ones that didn't make the countdown first. The ones that didn't make the countdown, the elbow drop from Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
The frog splash from Eddie Guerrero. The Superfly splash from Jimmy Snuka. The 450 splash from Justin Gabriel. Shooting Star from Evan Bourne. And the Swanton Bomb from Jeff Hardy.
Huh.
But the 10 that did make the list, number 10 was the DDT by Jake Roberts. Number 9, the 3D by the Dudley Boys.
Surprised it's in there right now. But
The one, number 8, the Pedigree by Triple H.
surprised it's number 8.
I know. Number 7, they split this up. They had the Sharpshooter and the Scorpion Deathlock. They talked about both Brett and Sting.
Sounds like somebody's getting hired.
They put enough detail into both of them. It wasn't like Sharpshooter, Brett, a little bit of Sting. No, it was half and half on number 7. Number 6 was the F5 by Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Number 5 was the RKO from Randy Orton.
Diamond Cutter.
They didn't need, no, I thought they would do that. They did not say anything about nothing.
If they could split it up,
I was going to
Brett
see if they were going to
Sting,
do it, but they did not do it.
That's horrible.
Randy Orton only. They had HBK with Sweet Chin Music at number 4. Number 3 was a Spear, shown by Edge, Goldberg, and Rhino.
Okay. I'm done with this list strictly because they split it up for 3 people on that one. Split it up with the Sharpshooter, but couldn't split it up for the RKO.
I know.
Really?
They love Randy Orton. Number 2 was the Tombstone from Undertaker. And coming in at number 1, the most fantastic finishing maneuver on the top 10 this week was the Stone Cold Stunner from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Very nice.
It was pretty good.
That's a little controversial not putting DDP in there.
And this next week coming out will be turns. Fantastic turns.
Oh, like heel and face turns.
Right.
Gotcha.
Oh, we're buddy. Oh, turned on ya.
Gotcha.
Yes, that kind of
That'll
thing.
be a good one then.
It will be. I want to see. They show a lot of things. I think number 1, the way they're showing the videos and things, I think number 1 will be Andre the Giant turning Hulk Hogan.
On Hogan. For
That's the
WrestleMania
one,
3, of course.
That's the one I think is going to be number 1.
All right.
Well, folks, that's it for part 1. We'll be back shortly for part 2. I'm Mike Hogan. He's
Justin Carter, and don't forget to go onto the Facebook
Oh yeah,
page.
check your Facebook page.
And underneath the YouTube, once this gets loaded on, don't forget to comment on the Facebook and the YouTube, and go to Twitter and also comment at Top Rope Reality.
Yes.
All right. And we'll see you in just a few moments for part number 2.
Thank you.